Hello, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss the case note of Miss Sara Croft, a nurse. You are writing to an occupational therapist here. Just a minute. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah. You are a charge nurse in the community back and neck clinic where Miss Croft visits regularly for her back pain treatment. Write a request letter to Mr. John Freddy, occupational therapist, to instruct Miss Croft regarding proper body mechanics that needs to be followed while working, as well as to do a work plan assessment. Address the letter to Mr. John Freddy, occupational therapist, Sandhurst Medical Center, Sandhurst. This is the writing task what we have. So um, your position is a charge nurse and you're working in a community back and neck clinic. A nurse, Miss Croft, visits you regularly since January 1st of January this year, 2020. She started visiting you, and she has already visited you 4 times here. So based on your assessment and based on your own knowledge about Mrs. Croft, in order to enhance her prognosis and well-being, you're writing to an occupational therapist. And the duty of the occupational therapy here is to instruct Miss Croft, because she's a nurse and she is working, so she needs to follow proper body mechanics at work. And you are requesting the occupational therapist to do a work plan assessment for Miss Croft. 2 tasks. Task number 1, instructions for proper body mechanics. Task number 2, to do a work plan assessment. So you are addressing to Mr. John Freddy. He's an occupational therapist. You know the address here. So let us go back to yeah. A 26-year-old nurse, her name is Sara Croft. She works 12-hour shift, almost 4 hours a day. For the past 2 years, she has been working in a nursing home, and she has got only 30 minutes each shift, and she handles a bulk of 12 patients a day. So this is what we are going to do. This is something very, very important for an occupational therapist, because this is the baseline data for an occupational therapist, the work atmosphere, the pattern of work. So where she works, what is her profession, what she does, and how long she works. So how severe or how tough her work is. All these things are very, very important. You cannot omit any of these things here. And let's see. The first visit, that the pain was severe here. That's very important, 8/10. And she could not bend over 30 degree. So this is the first stage. Okay, so then you can see all these things here. We have got the treatment, which is not important for an occupational therapist. All these treatment prognosis we don't need, because it doesn't need deals with the occupational therapist. So we have to say the condition at the first at first how she came here, and about the prognosis, how well she has improved all through. Now her diagnosis was confirmed in the second. So something is very important here in the second visit here is the long standing hours and lifting patients while nursing care delivery. This is the nature of the work. She has long standing hours, as well as she has uh, she has to lift patients while nursing care delivery. These two things is very important. Not about the therapies here. Now let's move on. We go to the fourth visit here, the latest. Advise proper body mechanics work and continue and resume work in 2 days. These two things are important here for the occupational therapist, not about the medications again. And now one thing is important, that is the condition. So the pain has subsided, but the symptoms persisted in the earlier. Here, she could bend full. The condition is good here. The pain has reduced. Substantial pain reduce was here to about 10. So that's all we have noted here. Now let's see the task. Here we are dressed. John Freddy, occupational therapist, all these things. Dear Mr. Freddy, Sara Croft, all these things. So, no, now let's go with the first. I'm writing to request your service for Miss Sara Croft, who has been diagnosed with myelitis prolapse. That's the diagnosis. So we have made it perfect, brief. So what we have done is that we are not going to explain everything in the introduction paragraph, the purpose paragraph. What we have done is that I need your service. I would like to request your service for this client, and this is the condition. She has myelitis prolapse. Okay, so the details are enclosed below. He should say he should see the details underneath. So let's go ahead. Yes. So I need to give a picture of Miss Croft. She has been working as a nurse in 12-hour shift, 4 days a week for the past 2 years. So everything is included in the first sentence, the baseline data. And in her nursing home where she works, she handles about 12 patients a day and gets only 30 minutes break per shift. Okay, so this is the condition here. And in the second paragraph, we have the treatment records. The next two paragraphs, we have the treatment records. Croft visited our clinic, back pain, scaling 8, and could not bend over 30 degrees. On her second visit, she reported difficulties in lifting patients in her care and long standing hours. So what we have is at first, how she came. In the second visit, she told about something relevant to the occupational therapist that we have written there. Now, the third visit, the condition remained more or less the same despite a mild relief. If you you can omit this thing. See, I don't really need this thing, so you can just join the. I would like to say that this particular sentence is an optional sentence. This is not the present condition of the patient. So I could just cancel it off and I can just continue to the next. Today, Miss Croft could bend almost full and reported her pain subsided notably. Therefore, she was advised to stop her ongoing medications and to maintain the right body mechanics at work. So this is what this thing. So if the word count goes excess, you can just cancel it, cancel this particular sentence and just move on to the rest. Yes. Sorry. It would be appreciated if you could prepare a work plan assessment for Ms. Croft, and who is set to resume her works in 2 days, and give her instructions regarding body mechanics at work. So this is what the writing task is. What we are instructing the occupational therapist is to prepare a work plan assessment. And something is very important here, who is set to resume her work in 2 days, because the work plan assessment is needed as soon as possible, because she is scheduled to resume her work in 2 days, and give her instructions regarding proper body mechanics at work. So these two things you have to do, the occupational therapist has to do. So that's the end of this particular letter. If you have any queries regarding this condition, please do not hesitate to contact me. Charge Nurse Community Back and Neck Clinic. Thank you all. See you soon. I think so. Thank you. Bye.